Well, I want to ask you, so if we do not leave, if we're not done here and we choose to stay here, are we going to be arrested?
You're violating a city ordinance, which means you can be arrested. Whether or not you'll be arrested again, we would have to seek higher authority on that with our department, based on what's going on. And, so I'm telling you, you're violating a city ordinance that you can be arrested for. Whether or not you're going to be arrested, I don't know. At a certain point, something's got to give, because we can't sit out here all night. So I'm just letting you all know, and I understand you all said you appreciate our service, but as long as you all are here, we can't go out there and do anything else. We're going to sit here until we get this sorted out, and we're going to be making phone calls up and down. Everyone's going to be calling somebody because nobody wants to make a decision. So.
So what's the bottom line here?
Well, we just wanted to know if we don't leave, if we don't comply, if we would be arrested.
Like I said, you're violating a city ordinance. Any violation of a city ordinance, you can't be arrested. So eventually, something's got to give.
But
obviously, we're not. The first thing we're not going to do is we're going to start throwing people in handcuffs. Okay, we obviously going to try to talk to folks, try to let them understand what's going on, and give people an opportunity. At a certain point, I can't tell you, at this certain time, you got 20 minutes, and I'm not here to tell you that. I'm just letting you know. When we talked earlier, at least you told me you guys were pretty much done. You were wrapping it up, so I'm just curious because nobody's moving. That's all.
Well, because we prayed and we thought, and we want to understand, and we want to be civil, obedient, but we don't want our rights to be taken away.
Sure.
And in fact, right now, as we stand, we don't know what rights we have. We think we have the right to stand here. And we're asking you, if we stand here, are we going to be arrested? That's just the clearest question I have. If we stand here, I want to be obedient. And if you're telling me, Frank, if you continue to stand here, you're going to be arrested. That's all I need to know.
Frank, and I can't tell you that for sure, because if you decide to leave, there won't be an issue. And that's why you said you respected us, and I'm trying to be as frank.
Our constitutional right to stand on this public sidewalk that taxpayer dollars paid for, and stand and profess Christ crucified.
Well, Frank, if I'm going to throw it back at you. If this was at your house and somebody was out there, another group that was opposed to your group was out there, and they had...
I'm not opposed to any group.
If there were folks outside your house and you called us, we would be having the exact same conversation with them. We're not...
I've had that, and I feel, and you know what? I understood that it was their First Amendment rights. I did. So I've had that done to me.
You don't have to call. I'm just saying, but you could call. And if you did, we would be telling them the same thing. We'd be telling them you're targeting their residents. If you've got a problem with them or their organization, take that up and do it the right way, the respectful way. You do it at their place of business, not at their place of their home. And that's all that city ordinance is for. It's to protect folks they're giving them their rights, just like you have rights, protecting their rights. Because at a certain point, there's got to be laws to protect everyone's rights. Your rights, her rights, everyone's rights, because we all live in the same country. Whether you agree or disagree on their politics or whatever it is that they're doing, what their job is, and we can appreciate that.
Do you feel that we're threatening them?
Yes. They do. And that's why they called us here. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers out here that could be out doing other things, and we're here, and we're not going to leave until you all do. Or until something happens later on. And like I said, that's up to our chain of command. And those calls are being placed at a certain time.
You were in charge, and you're the second person in charge, sir? Okay. You're in violation of City Ordinance 43.42. If you do not leave, you will be arrested.
That's all we need now.
Okay, that's what we needed.
And your name is?
Sergeant Kevin Hirsch.
Okay.
Can you spell that for us?
Hirsch.
Okay.
And you got your directions from?
City Ordinance.
Okay. You read the city ordinance and you're...
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so we got everything that we need now.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.